We are here with Joe Lauzon getting set for UFC 200 on Saturday night, a dream fight for many involving Diego Sanchez. Between the two of you guys, 20 performance of the night bonuses. So obviously, expectations are so high for this fight, Joe, and you've been in this situation a number of times. I mean, is ultimately just putting on the most entertaining fight of the utmost priority, or is it simply maybe the smarter way to victory is what's needed here?
It's UFC 200. We're pulling out all the stops. We're gonna obviously I want to win. But we're trying to go for those bonuses. We're definitely going to push the pace. It's crazy the number of bonuses we've had, the number of fights. And we've had 43 fights between the two of us. So we've had a lot of experience. We've been around for a long time, a lot of training, and it's all coming to a head on Saturday.
When you look at a guy like Diego Sanchez and yourself, I mean, just getting the call to be part of UFC 200, I mean, is that kind of the seal of approval of here's a guy who has put on an incredible library of fights in his career, and we want Joe Lauzon on the biggest card we've promoted? I mean, what does that mean to you when you got the call?
It's definitely a nod that I'm doing the right things. There's so many guys. There's 3 title fights. Almost every other guy on the card is, fought for a title or, been a champ. It's pretty crazy. I think I've been doing the right things. I think I've been putting on good, exciting fights. When they first asked me about fighting in July, I didn't know. I figured that they were going to do a couple different fights, this week. And I was pumped that I was going to be actually on the big one, being on 200. So it's exciting. There's so many good fighters on this card. It's crazy. I think I'm the 3rd fight of the night, which is the earliest I've ever been. But they get guys that are, former champs that are fighting in prelims. It's insane.
It's a loaded card. As you look at at the past for yourself, how have your training methods changed over the years? So many fighters will say as they grow with age, they train smarter. Has that been the case for Joe Lauzon? What's the learning curve been like when it comes to what your body is telling you and listening to it in your later years?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've always trained smarter than most. I really do. But we just because of me, it's not that it's smarter, but just for me personally, I spar less. We limited my sparring, I think 5 weeks out this time. So I sparred for 5 weeks. The last 5 weeks, I sparred twice a week. So only 10 sparring sessions. Whereas we used to start 8 or 10 weeks out, and we do it. But I've done enough sparring rounds. I snap too pretty quick now. I'm in fight shape right away. I'm always in the gym. Which I think is a smart thing. A lot of guys, I think, they get in the gym when they have a fight coming up, and then they fall off and they don't go in the gym. But I've always been a guy that is a gym rat. So just little things here and there. But I mean, injuries happen sometimes. Sometimes it's unavoidable. But we try to limit them as much as possible.
Last thing, you made mention of a very special anniversary involving your son this week.
Yep.
How is your son doing?
He's doing awesome. So this was the 2-year anniversary. He's been cancer-free. So my son was born. He's 2.5. He was born with neuroblastoma, which is like a solid mass tumor. So he did 3 rounds of chemo, got rid of all that stuff. But he's good. He's happy. He's healthy. As soon as we're done over here, I'm gonna go FaceTime with him, and as soon as I can find a quiet corner or something. But he's doing awesome.
And he'll be watching on Saturday?
I don't know if he'll be watching. He'll probably be up. He'll probably be watching. He won't know what's going on.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to this. Diego Sanchez and Joe Lauzon coming up Saturday night, part of UFC 200.